Hey foodies, today on Cooking with Kiana, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these amazing salmon croquettes slash patties. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce these ingredients so we can get right into this recipe. For this recipe, you'll need 1 small onion diced, 1 bell pepper finely diced as well, 3/4 cups of chopped scallion, a 1/2 cup of mayo, and a 1/2 cup of Italian style breadcrumbs. For seasonings, you'll need 2 teaspoons of creole seasoning, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of paprika, a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 and 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, a 1/2 of a lemon, and for condiments, you're going to be using about 2 teaspoons of garlic paste and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And of course, we cannot forget the salmon. I'm going to be using 2 pounds of fresh salmon. If you want to, you can use the canned salmon instead. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. And I'm going to cut right along the top of the skin. That way I can stick my finger underneath and just pull off all of that skin because you want to get rid of that. Once the skin is removed, you're going to flip your salmon back over. And you're just going to go ahead and chop your salmon into little cubes. So just go ahead and cut it going vertical, then cut it going horizontal. So now that you've got your salmon all diced up, you're not done just yet. We're going to go ahead and chop these up a little bit further. You don't want big chunks of salmon in your salmon patties because then it's going to be hard for the patties to stick together. So you want to make sure you cut them up to about relatively this size right here. So keep cutting it up until you get to this size. So now that the salmon is nice and minced, you're going to go ahead and grab a large bowl so you can add all of the ingredients to there, starting off with your salmon. Then you're going to add in your onions, your bell peppers. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what order you add everything in, just as long as you add everything into the bowl. Add in the scallions, the mayo, the Italian style breadcrumbs, the Dijon mustard, and the Worcestershire sauce. And remember guys, if you guys want accurate measurements of everything, check the beginning of the video or the description box below. I will always have the full recipe listed there. So now you're going to go ahead and grab your spoon and mix everything all together until it is well combined. Everything should start to stick together on you. And what you can do to see if you have the right consistency is try to form a patty. If your patty falls apart, that means you need to add some more breadcrumbs so it could bind together. Now let's move on to the seasoning. You're going to season this up with some creole seasoning, some onion powder and garlic powder, paprika, and cayenne pepper. And of course, you're going to go ahead and season this to taste. However, if you guys do want a guide, again, that is in the description box below. Then you're going to follow that up by adding in about 2 teaspoons of garlic paste. And then you're going to take a 1/2 of a lemon and go ahead and squeeze that out, just to kill a little bit of that raw fish taste. I promise you will not taste the lemon in the actual salmon croquettes. So now you're going to go ahead and mix this all together one more time just so those seasonings, all those flavors are well combined. Then you're going to pop this in your fridge for about 1 to 2 hours so those seasonings could further marinate and so our mixture could solidify and it can be super easy for us to form these patties. So it has been 2 hours and it is time to form our patties. So you're going to go ahead and grab a ball, and the size of the ball all depends on what size you want your salmon croquettes to be. I'm making mine for breakfast, so I want mine to be a little bit on the smaller side. You're going to place the patties on a plate. I didn't do this, however, you might want to put some breadcrumbs on your plate and then place the patties on it. Doing this will help the patties stick together better while cooking. Now, if you notice the way I shape them, I'm making sure I form them nice and taut and tight. Now that I'm all done forming and shaping all of my patties, it is time to start the cooking process. So go ahead and grab you a large skillet and add a generous amount of oil. Keep in mind, if you do use a cast iron, the crust is going to be a little bit darker than it would be with a regular skillet. You're going to cook the patties on medium heat, that way they can cook all the way through. Once you see they are nice and golden brown on the bottom, that is when it is time to flip them over. You want your patties to reach an internal temperature of 145 degrees, and you're basically going to cook them on each side for about 3 to 4 minutes. Keep in mind that times do vary depending on how big or how small you made your salmon croquettes. Once you're all done, you're going to place this on a paper towel so it can cool off. I ended up serving this up with some home fries, some grits, and some cheesy fluffy eggs. If you guys want the full recipe on any of these dishes, let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys all enjoyed this quick and easy salmon croquettes recipe. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below letting me know how yours turned out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.